I'm Jeff Philbin here with fresh ideas for dinner for you every day. And they don't get fresher than ceviche. We'll show you how to make it, plus a side of cilantro rice and fresh tostones. Back again with us today is Chef Fernando Sanchez, Corporate Executive Chef for Noble Crust. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, my friend.
Thanks for having me back again.
I love having you back here. Today, Chef Fernando is sharing a recipe for shrimp and octopus ceviche with fresh tostones and cilantro rice, which sounds absolutely impressive.
I just wanted to showcase a little bit of my background, where I come from. Being from the island of Puerto Rico, you know, a lot of islands in the Caribbean all do ceviche a little differently. So I just wanted to showcase that. Along with that, the creativity that I'm actually enjoying right now as anything that inspires me to create new dishes for our new concept, Noble Tavern. This is something that could possibly make it on the menu. So either this or another rendition.
So how do we start this then?
All right, so what I have is, I already did a little bit of prep work. We have...
Which, by the way, an absolutely beautiful me-style board here, by the way. I got to give you credit where credit is due.
We have some jalapeno without the seeds, just to kind of take off the little bit of heat out of it. Tomatoes, red onions, a lot of cilantro. Ceviche has to have cilantro. Some garlic and cucumber.
Love it.
Okay. We have baby shrimp. You could buy these at the store already cooked.
Okay.
So that way you don't have to put any work into it, any cooking method or anything. You just buy it cooked, thaw it out, and then ready to go. Same thing with the octopus. You can find octopus already cooked. Yeah. Goya makes a great product that's already.
All right, so you're saying I don't have to get on a boat, try to go catch an octopus, bring it in, try to do everything that I have to do, just wrestling with it.
I mean, the boat part sounds fun.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, as long as it's not gonna be a 3-hour tour, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah. So raw octopus, or actually tentacles like this, you can actually find at any fish market.
You know, when you're thinking about the octopus, is it gonna be slimy? Is it gonna be like, you know?
That's a perception thing, right?
Okay.
So ceviche technically means cooking in acid, and that's the dish itself. A lot of places, a lot of different cuisines in the Caribbean use raw fish, and then they just let the acid cook. But you don't have to use raw fish. You can use cooked shrimp. You can use cooked cracked meat. And you're just, the ceviche part of it goes into the limes and all the veggies and flavors that you actually build into it and let it marinate.
So for those that might not have ever had it,
correct,
maybe this is their introduction into it.
Very well be.
Okay.
Everything's already done. All we're gonna do is just a rough chop on these tentacles to get this going. So you
now you got this already from a grocery store.
Yes.
Was there any other preparations that you have to do with it? I mean, could it go straight from the can, the jar, or from the local seafood store that you might be getting this from?
Correct. There's no other preparation. Just nice and simple.
So straight out of the packet.
That way anybody can do it. Doesn't have to be a chef.
Okay.
A lot of people also are afraid of octopus because of they think it's tough and chewy. It's all about how you treat it. Add all our octopus on the bottom here. Add our shrimp. The shrimp, I buy baby shrimp just for the purpose of not having to cut it, and you get nice big chunks of bites.
Well, and then you also have the same size right there too, so that way that all these flavors do meld well together.
Correct. You could also buy bigger shrimp, like shrimp cocktail. Yeah. And then just rough chop them up, same size.
Sure.
So add that. Now we're gonna actually hit the acid to get the process going here. Okay. So
now
limes.
Okay, I see half a lime there. I see a whole bowl of limes over there too.
You need a lot.
So what is the trick then? Is it just you got to just keep going? You
got to keep going.
It's just lime juice upon lime juice.
Yeah. For this amount, you're probably going to use a total of 4 to 5 limes.
Okay.
Just, you don't get a whole lot of juice out of them, but you do want to use fresh limes, not concentrated juice.
Why is that important?
The flavor, the freshness of the actual lime that you get, not from concentrated. But
if you're thinking of making a mollusk or your next meal, grab Chef Fernando's recipe for this ceviche, plus his rice and the tostones we'll be making later. It's all on dinnerdeas.com. Just get your phone, open the camera, and zoom in on the QR code down there on the screen, and a link to our site will appear, and all you have to do is press it to follow along while you watch. All right.
Got some nice little lime juice in there. We're going to hit it with some salt and pepper. Now the beauty of ceviche, right? There's no right or wrong amount of anything you want to put in there. So you can add as much as you want. So let's get crazy.
I love it.
So
All
we'll start with a little bit of garlic.
And that's just raw garlic that you just minced up.
Cucumbers. On the cucumbers, I deseed them just so you don't get that little bit of like the liquidy part of the middle of the cucumber.
So really just having just that nice meatiness behind it there. Tomatoes, it looks as though also that you tried to get as many of the seeds out as well. Okay.
Tomatoes. You like it spicy? Not too spicy? We'll keep it light this one.
Hey man, you want to go for it? It's our little octopus garden over there. So, you know, let's go right into it there.
All right, some red onions.
Oh man, you're taking the yellow submarine all the way down there.
Then finish it off with cilantro.
Ooh.
Now we're just gonna let this marinade. I actually prefer to do it in the fridge so it keeps that coolness of the ingredients instead of just letting it sit at room temp.
How long do you want it to be in the refrigerator? What's the optimal time?
I usually do it for about 30 minutes. I think that's plenty of time, especially when you're using a cooked product like shrimp and octopus.
So, I love that. So that's going to go into the fridge?
We're going to put this in the fridge and just let it marinate in there.
All right.
While that marinates, we'll start our rice here. I'm using a long grain white rice.
Okay.
I mean, this is just my preferred rice. You can use any type of rice. I know my wife likes to use parboiled.
Okay.
Not a big fan of it, but hey, 2 to 1. So 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice.
And that's just always the constant ratio for there.
Yep. Just give it a nice little stir and then let it do its thing and let it sit. It's gonna cook about 20 minutes.
Fantastic, because we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, top tips for Tostones from Chef Fernando ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Chef Fernando Sanchez is with us today from Noble Crust, and we're joining on some recipe experimentation today. He's been sharing a recipe he's been working on for Noble Crust, a new venture, Noble Tavern, but that you can make at the house. Shrimp and octopus ceviche with fresh tostones and cilantro rice. Before the break, we started on our ceviche using cooked octopus and shrimp, which we diced up and covered in lime juice so the acids could help cook them. Then added in red onion, tomato, jalapeno, garlic, cucumber, and cilantro. Put it all in the fridge for 30 minutes, allowing us to start on our rice. But we got tostones that we got to make, my friend.
We're gonna make tostones.
All right, so walk us through, what are we looking for? How do we do this?
What you're looking for in a plantain when you're gonna make tostone is green. Is the first thing you gotta look at. The plantain's gotta be green.
Okay.
You wanna get a little give into it, just so when you're actually doing the first processing of the frying, it doesn't get too hard. So you want a little bit of give.
Okay.
So a little bit of ripeness, but once you get to the yellow plantain and like the black plantains that you see at the grocery store, at that point you're already making maduros.
And that's the sweetened version.
That
so
is
that's the ripened. These are unripened, being that they're green.
Correct.
But just a little soft to the touch.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay.
To make tostones, you just want to cut out top and bottom here. Peeling a plantain is not like a banana. What you're gonna do is do a slit down the back of it, and instead of peeling it up and down, you're gonna go sideways.
Okay.
So you just kind of run your finger.
And then you just run your fingers, it looks like. You're just kind of like and then just literally rolling it across and just peeling it off. Okay.
That's it.
Very easy. Now, you said this is going to be a 2-step process. So what are we looking for from a cut size?
For a cut size, we're gonna do about 2 inches. 2-inch cuts. Out of 1 plantain, you're typically gonna get between 5 and 6 plantains, depending on the size of it.
Sure.
So here we go.
If you want these tostones or the ceviche for your dinner, and you can do both, grab the recipe at dinnerdeas.com. Just scan the QR code to find us. All right.
Now we got our oil where we need it to be at 350. We're just gonna drop the tostones right in there.
Oh yeah. Now what type of oil are you using right now?
Right now I'm just using a blended oil of canola and a little olive oil. Me personally, I've been using a lot of avocado oil at the house.
Okay.
Just because it has a high temp to where it's not smoking.
Yeah.
You ever cook at home and all of a sudden you're searing something and it just the smoke detectors go off?
You're using the wrong oil.
So I've been using a lot of avocado oil for that reason.
Very cool.
Among that is healthier-ish. right? You know, people do their research.
I love it. While our tostones fry up, and at the other end of the thermometer, our ceviche cools down in the fridge, we're taking a quick break. When we come back, how it all comes together for a great idea for dinner ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. We're cooking today and not cooking too, since we're doing ceviche with Chef Fernando Sanchez from Noble Crust, a shrimp and octopus ceviche, which we're serving with cilantro rice and fresh tostones. Before the break, we heated our cooking oil and prepped the plantains. Easiest way is to cut the ends off before you peel them. Then we chop them into 2-inch slices and fry them up during the break. And these are taking on a beautiful color right now.
Yes, they are. Nice.
And that's what you're looking for. It's just a nice golden brown to it there. Nothing
golden brown.
Too dark or anything.
Correct, because you're going to have to fry them again.
Yeah.
That's the reason we want to only fry them for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then once they're at that consistency, then we take them out.
Now, does that help because you're getting some heat to make it a little bit more pliable for that force?
Correct.
And that pressure?
If you ever take a plantain and just...
So like you can't just take a plantain out and then smash it and think that you're going to get that and just be like, oh, hey, I just want to really... No, this has to be the 2-step process and really doing it just right.
So I'm setting it up here on a plate with a napkin just to absorb some of that oil.
Yeah, now let's talk about the oil for a second, man. Like we've got 350-degree oil here. How are you going to smash them?
With the back of a plate.
So you want to make sure that you're smart, safe, not using your hand, not really having anything.
I mean, you could use your hand if you're Superman, but I don't know about that.
I ain't Superman. I mean, sometimes I'm super dad, but and you are too, my friend. But
that's right.
We ain't really like that.
Now that they're out of the oil, we're gonna take them, put them on a cutting board, and with the back of a plate, just go straight down. Straight down.
Now, when you say you're going straight down, are you going straight to the base, or are you having a little bit?
You're gonna have a little bit of a give in between the board and the plate, and that's exactly what you're looking for. There you go.
Okay. So you just want just that little bit.
Just like that. A little bit of give. Sometimes if it sticks on the back of a plate, that's why I always keep a knife handy.
Okay.
Just kind of scrape it right off. They're all going to come out different sizes, especially like the end parts. You'll see it's a little bit of a smaller tostone.
Now, can these ones start going back into the oil?
Yeah, we can start putting them right back in the oil because in the oil they're only going to take about another minute and a half. While we have that going, we'll finish our cilantro rice. And
now, these have not been seasoned at all yet. This is...
No. The seasoning for this is just straight salt.
Straight salt.
You want the flavor of the plantain. You don't want to over season it. Just a natural.
But the salt goes on afterwards, after they come out.
After they come out the second time of the fryer.
Just like anything, comes out of the fryer, right when that hot oil is still there, just take it, get that little bit of burst of salt right there.
That's right. So while those are cooking, finish off our rice, already steamed up for about 20 minutes. I add a little bit of oil just to kind of get the essence of the cilantro once you put it in, just going. So,
what type of oil are you using then for this?
This one I'm using the avocado oil.
Okay.
We just talked about it, so.
All right, so you're going all in with the avocado oil. I like that. Chef Fernando's recipe research for the new Noble Tavern could be your dinner tonight. Grab the ingredients, the directions, and everything you need to know to make it at dinnerdeas.com. Just scan the QR code now to find us on your phone. All right, so a little bit of the avocado oil, and then what was that? Just a little bit of cilantro?
Yep, cilantro. You could use as much cilantro as you want. I prefer to use, you don't want to overpower it. You obviously want to see it since we're making cilantro rice, and then just finish it with a little bit of sea salt.
Fantastic.
All right, so now that our rice is ready.
I mean, simple, clean flavors right here.
That's right.
Nothing too extravagant.
Correct. Keep it clean. Give these a little flip.
No, and the best thing about it, it wasn't that big of a shopping list.
Oh, no.
It wasn't like you're going all over the place to find these ingredients.
Most people have these ingredients right at their home already, besides, I don't know, Hispanics are always going to have plantains in their house.
Hey, and that's why I'm coming over, my friend. I'm coming for the good stuff.
We'll grab our ceviche out of the fridge. All right.
So, like, let me ask you though, like, how do you know it's really done? I mean,
well, remember, we only use cooked octopus and we use cooked shrimp.
And again, it was intentional, so that way this is an introduction for the ideas of ceviche.
For somebody that's new to ceviche. And
so this is safer, this is a
turned
cleaner
off
way.
by raw.
And that's the whole thing, is that this is a great way to get into it, so that way then no one has to be turned off by something raw and still get all those beautiful flavors.
That's right.
All right.
All right, plantain's almost there. We're ready to plate.
Oh, let's go for it then.
So, take a nice heaping spoon, cilantro rice. Do that there. Now the tostones, as soon as you put them out, have them right back on the plate with a napkin to drain that excess oil. And this is where we're gonna hit it with a little sea salt on top. If you wanna go ahead and do the honors.
I'd love to. These look so nice.
Place the tostones right on the plate, up against the rice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very pretty. Absolutely stunning right there.
Finish off. I want to give your ceviche just one more toss, so any acidity that fell to the bottom, bring those flavors back together. You're going to top off your tostones with as much ceviche as you want.
Oh, look at that. That, you know, just the elevation of how to be able to do this. Some people might have the tostones on the side, they have the bowl for the ceviche, and then it's kind of like, hey, let me get a spoon and do the dip. No, 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 no.
No, this is
everything
more
can
of
live on the plate together.
Absolutely.
Such a finessed way. Now,
finishing touch.
Yeah,
avocado.
Bring it to me.
We'll slice some avocado here.
You know,
I've came to realization that my son and my wife are avocado fiends.
Okay. So you guys,
we always have avocado. So just about every dinner at the house has some sort of avocado in it.
Yeah, it just has to be there.
It has to be there.
Now, how old is your son?
He's 2.5. 2.5.
2.5
now. Oh. Yep.
This is the joy, isn't it? It's the fun parts right now.
That's right.
That's cool. That's really cool.
And as we were talking earlier, I actually had my son eating octopus also. So.
I can't believe that. So like
2 years old and eating
octopus.
octopus.
If a 2.5-year-old could do this, you at home could do it too. And
be brave. Go out there and eat.
That's
be adventurous.
Exactly. Food is an adventure, no matter what age you are. All right, so we're just going to put that avocado right on top.
On top.
Oh, just an absolutely nice little touch right there.
Sea salt.
Come on now. Just that little bit of sea salt, bring it all back together.
There you go.
Come on now. When we come back, we taste test our shrimp and octopus ceviche and tostones with the cilantro rice ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Chef Fernando Sanchez is with us today for a return visit from Noble Crust, where he's a corporate executive chef. And spoiler alert, they have a new venture coming to St. Pete called Noble Tavern, and this might end up on the menu, but you saw it, and you tasted it, and you heard about it here first. It's a shrimp and octopus ceviche with fresh tostones and cilantro rice. It sounds like something only the fanciest chefs would have the time to be able to do, the skills to be able to do this, but oh no, 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 no.
Not at all.
Anyone can do this.
That's right.
Anyone can do this. And you know what's really a joy in looking at this plate here is you think ceviche, you almost sometimes think just the appetizer piece to it, right? It's going to be something else that you're going to be doing. You've treated this truly as an entree by bringing it all together, the plating, the rice, the whole 9 yards.
So the inspiration behind this, bringing it into an entree, was when Anthony Bourdain had his show Parts Unknown. He made an episode in Colombia, in Cartagena. My wife and I, we went there as a trip, went to that specific restaurant and had their ceviche, and it was amazing.
So we get to also celebrate you guys having beautiful trips as a couple, a little bit of Anthony Bourdain coming into it as well, and just bringing the world to everyone.
That's right.
Through food.
True food.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Global cuisine.
I love that. That's so cool. All right, let's go straight in. All right, now, you got any tricks?
I'm going straight for the tostone.
You're going straight in for the
with
tostone?
the ceviche.
Okay.
And then we'll work our way around.
Okay, all right.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, my friend. Mm.
You got that acidity, that sweetness.
Everything. You're so right on the mark. You got the crunch from the tostone too. That just is the vessel that just brings it together, gives it the support to work with. A little bit of the creaminess and that fattiness because you have just the right amount for the avocado to kind of like break that whole piece apart because you got fresh ingredients. The onion's got that raw bite that you want, but then it's just like it all just comes together so nicely. And I just want to take a little bit of that shrimp and a little bit of that octopus here on its own. I got that little subtlety of a jalapeno too. Come on now. All right, now, to make this the meal though, you had it with the side of the cilantro rice.
That refreshing.
It's a clean bite, man.
It's a clean bite, that's right.
It's a clean bite. And it doesn't get lost on anything. It just is being able to just accentuate all the beautiful flavors as it is.
It brings the whole dish together.
It absolutely does. I love it, my friend.
Thanks
again to Chef Fernando. Thank you for being here. Grab the recipes for the dish we've made today at DinnerDeas.com, where we also have a link to check out his restaurant, Noble Crust. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more Dinner Dias.